Hi, I'm Priscilla Ortega. Welcome to Fulton at Work. On today's show, we'll show you how dozens of county departments are showing residents just how their tax dollars are being spent. They are members of the Fulton County Citizens University. And later, we'll see how Fulton's county manager is trying to learn all about the 40-plus departments he's now charged with leading. That and more in this edition of Fulton at Work. Stay with us. So today we are in class with Fulton County Citizens University, a program that has graduated more than 225 students over the past 10 years. Students are Fulton County residents who want an up-close and behind-the-scenes glimpse of their government services. Joining me is Taria Smith from the coordinator of the Fulton Citizens University, also known as FCCU. Welcome to Fulton at Work.
Hi Priscilla, thanks for having me.
Now, first let's start off. How did this program begin?
Yes, Citizens University was the brainstorm of former Commissioner William Bill Edwards, and then it was adopted by the full board, and now it is guided by Commissioner Joan Garner.
Now, explain a little bit about how the program works.
Well, the program is a 12-week program held on Thursday evenings from 6 p.m. to about 8:30 p.m., and the students get to learn about the ins and outs of Fulton County government.
Now, how do you select your students?
Well, honestly, we don't select our students. Our students call us and get on a list, and then we contact them once the program is about to take start and give them the instructions on where to report, and they come here and be a part of the class.
Is there a fee to participate, and if so, what do these fees cover?
Yes, Priscilla, there is a small fee for this class, and it's only $40 to $50, and it covers the cost for the graduation for their diploma and the t-shirt that they'll wear on graduation day.
Okay, great. Now let's talk about these classes. Now, many of the departments participate, correct?
Yes. The program begins on the first night with the county manager, and he comes in and tells them about all the ins and outs of Fulton County, how the structure is done, along with the clerk to the commission, who explains how the roles of the commissioners are played here at Fulton County.
And you also include finance. What do the students do when they are with the finance department?
Oh yes, the finance department plays a big role, because that's where the citizens find out where their tax dollars are actually going and how the structure is set up for the taxes. And
I hear they actually form their own budget.
Yes, they get to work on the budget. There's a worksheet, and they show them the process on how the budget is set up for Fulton County, so they can then be able to explain it to their community members when they go back home.
And then they also head to the tax commissioner and tax assessor. What do they learn there?
The tax commissioner talks about the billing and how that process is done, whereas the tax assessor, they assess the values of the homes here in Fulton County.
And then the students head off to the public safety departments, and they are very interactive. First, let's talk about the fire department.
Oh yeah, the fire department, oh my goodness. Everyone's dreamed about being a firefighter as they grow up. So once they get out there, they get to actually get on the fire engine and the trucks, and even suit up into one of the uniforms. So they get a lot of learning there and hands-on participation with that department.
And I'm sure just as exciting is the police department. I understand the students stimulate being put in the line of fire.
Oh yeah, over at the police department, this police and code enforcement, they get to actually go inside the simulation trailer where they hold pretend gun, and then they put in a line where they're actually going into a bank robbery and how they would handle the situations there, and everybody gets a big kick out of it.
All right, great. And then 911 is always an eye-opening for students, I hear.
Yes, ma'am. The 911 emergency services is where the students go into the actual center, which operates 24/7. They pair up with one of the operators. They sit down and actually listen to live calls that come in while they're inside the room.
And then Public Works and the Transportation Division, what do they learn there?
Yes, over in Public Works and Transportation Division, is an eye-opener as well, because many people don't realize that the Public Works actually handle the roads here in Fulton County, the upkeep, but then we explain to them that when they actually see them is during the time of the storm, so most people can relate to that time when they were out during the storm fixing the roads and getting it prepared for people to drive on safely.
All right, great. And there's obviously many other departments that participate, including FGTV. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, now that's an exciting night because FGTV and the Office of Communications team up, and the students get to pretend that they are anchors, photographers, camera personnel, and commissioners and county managers. Then they host an impromptu press conference and see how they handle the issues that are going on inside Fulton County. And then we show them and take them inside the studio and show them how the studios run, and then they get to see their video of their performance.
Well, thank you, Taria Smith, coordinator of Fulton County Citizens University. Great talking with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again, you can get more information on FCCU by contacting Taria at 404-612-1388 or by email at citizens.university@fultoncountyga.gov. Well, when we come back, we'll show you what the Fulton County manager has been learning about the operation he now heads. Stay with us. Welcome back to Fulton at Work. Well, by now you have likely heard that Fulton commissioners appointed a new county manager back in March. Well, since then, Dick Anderson has been getting the lay of the land by taking field trips on many Fridays. Take a look.
County Manager Dick Anderson also took a look at the emergency response system with a visit to the 911 center. Director of 911 Services, Joe Barriswain, gave the county manager a tour of the newly renovated center.
We've upgraded the chairs. We are still in the process of upgrading the technology. The radio system should be coming online in the next few months, which will be migrating over to the digital radio system.
He was impressed with the department and the operators.
235, you can 16 per the alarm company, 16 per alarm company.
These are life and death situations that these folks take on. We just came from a class where we're training a number of new people. I find it amazing that in a short 10-week period of time, with some on the job training as well, they'll be ready to go. And I can tell you that if I was doing it, as I told the class, it'd probably take me 10 years, not 10 weeks. So again, it's just one more example of a hugely important public service that is done by Fulton County, not just in the unincorporated areas, but in multiple cities. Tiffany was not only multitasking, she was quadruple tasking because she had 4 screens or 5 perhaps going at once.
6 actually.
Plus the 6 actually, and then some audio over here in the background, plus a telephone ringing, plus me talking to her. So some way she was able to integrate all that, and what again was so amazing, she's making decisions, split-second decisions on where officers are dispatched or when an officer needs to come off of one call and be reprioritized to another call. So it's well beyond multitasking, and again, just an amazing set of skills on display.
The center handles about 550,000 calls a year and dispatches emergency radio dispatch for over 13 public safety agencies in the county.
The Fulton County manager plans on visiting even more departments during his first year on the job. He visited the FGTV studio shortly after he arrived to Fulton County, and he shared with us part of his plan as manager.
So my brief message is that this should be the model county for Georgia for sure, but why not the Southeast? We're the largest county. We're the county that's home to the state government. We are the county that has such an enormous potential in terms of economic development. Look at the companies that have just recently moved here. Porsche, Mercedes, NCR moved from one county in Georgia to our county. It's clear that this should be the economic driver for Georgia and is. We're also coming out of this recession, and the projections are Metro Atlanta will add something like 75,000 jobs next year. Why shouldn't most of those be in Fulton County? Well, part and parcel to capturing that is being the best managed county and delivering the best service and delivering the best service in the most efficient way and in the most high impact way. So we'll talk more about how I would like to really bake that in terms of an aspiration. But in short, it's to be the best managed county in our state and in the Southeast, and I believe we have every opportunity to do so.
Mr. Anderson wants to hear from the public. You can connect with him through email or on Twitter at Fulton Manager. We'll be right back. That's all of our time on Fulton at Work. We'd love to hear from you. Email us with your questions or comments to fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. Or, of course, connect with us online on Facebook or Twitter. I'm Priscilla Ortega. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.